Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hi guys, it's me, Goggles, the guy who uploads like once every 3 months. Yeah, I apologize. I feel like I start every video like this, that I'm actually talking and it's not just music. But yeah, it's been a while since my last upload, but I'm gonna try and change that with this. So, this is, if you can't read, or just can't understand English, I don't know how me explaining this to you is going to help you, but this is the Binding of Isaac Repentance. This DLC came out like, I don't know, 2 months ago, 1 month. I don't even remember. I just have been having a lot of fun with it recently, and figured, hey, I should. This might be a way to actually, make content for the 2 people that actually are able to put up with my. Yeah, I'll go ahead and turn both of these off so I can actually gain stuff. So I can, to the 2 people who are actually watching me. Able to put up with my incompetence in uploading. My apologies for saying so often. It's been a while since I've even streamed, which I have been doing more frequently than I've been uploading. Seriously, I've been playing Omori through, and I have been working on stream highlights for that, but what with school and whatnot, that's been tough to deal with, but other than that, I guess we can just hop into a run. So, basically, I haven't really explained what the whole point of this playthrough is, but basically, I want to unlock everything. So, first things to do is to get this real quick. I think this is the last one. There we go. Oh, and that's a very good start, actually. So, Proptosis, I'm gonna be explaining every item, just for those who don't actually play the game, just so they can have a decent idea of what's happening. And also, I don't expect this to be well played at all, because I'm not good at this game. But basically, Proptosis is going to give us very large tiers, which is our ammo, if you can't tell. Isaac's your casual emo kid, just always crying. Well, I mean, there's another character that's emo, but we'll get to that later in the future. But basically, yeah, Isaac's abused and stuff like that. His house is really fucked up, and he has to deal with this by just crying in the basement. Basement 1, as you can see. And essentially right now, all I'm doing is just getting through this, the first floor, just going here. This is a boss room right here. For those who don't know, this is apparently a tutorial. I mean, yeah, I said I'll explain stuff, but I hate like being obnoxious about it, so I won't explain everything. But, and I apologize for my incompetence because, well, number one, I'm not I'm not good at most games, but I also should probably say, if you're here expecting me to only play TF2, I apologize for that. I know like a TF2 tier list blew up on my... God, I hate these things collision, so not the collision, just the knockback they take is dumb. I am also bad at this game, so maybe I'll actually improve. But yeah, Cat and Ninetales will increase our damage and shot speed. That's from the boss room pool. I'll go down. And yes, I know I can skip these cutscenes, but I don't really see it. I don't know. It's enjoyable letting them pass through, and they don't make the time tick up from this. So. Now we need a key. I wasn't sure if that... It's been so long since I played the start of the game that I wasn't sure if you had, like, once you beat Mom for the first time. By the way, the reason, Isaac, if you didn't pick up the... This is gonna be a lot of fun. So this is almond milk. If you didn't, by the way, if you didn't pick up from the story at the very beginning, I don't blame you. It's kind of hard to follow. I skipped through it the first time, but basically, Isaac's mom is really religious, obsessively religious, I would say, and basically she hears a message from God telling her, "Hey, kill your son." So now Isaac's in the basement, but I'm not gonna be one explaining the lore. I'll let it happen so you can piece it together on your own if you want to, but I'm not gonna be trying to explain it all. I also apologize if my voice is a little rough right now. I am getting over a throat problem. I never explained almond milk, did I? Well, I mean, it's kind of all over the place. So, it gives you random effects from worms. Those are little trinkets, which are things that happen, and a very high tears up, which is basically your shot rate of fire. Tears usually refers to your rate of fire in this game, or I think always refers to it. I think back in like the original Binding of Isaac, it can refer to both damage and tear rate, but we got Monstro's Tooth, which is nice. I'll take that. And oh, okay. So okay, you know what? Sure. On my first I'll go ahead and take pretty much one of the best items in the game. This is Brimstone. Basically this room, by the way, this room is a devil deal. You trade health for good items. Well, I mean, in Repentance, they're not very good items anymore. I don't remember what that other item was in there, so I'm not going to take it, especially since I just have Brimstone. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, basically, Brimstone replaces your tears with, demon lasers. Is the best way I can describe it, and it's kind of hard to it's hard to lose when you have Brimstone. Deck of cards is it gives you a card on use, and see how up there it's actually our first active item. Up there in the top left, it has the little charge thing. Every time you complete a room or pick up a battery, one of those charges, or a certain number of those charges, depending on the room or battery. Oh my, so I'll go ahead and leave that deck of cards behind. By the way, Temperance basically spawns a blood donation machine, which allows you to donate health at the cost of, but you donate health and you get coins from it, essentially, is what happens. And, ow. Thanks, guys. Right, I forgot I have almond milk, so my damage isn't exactly going to be great, because almond milk does decrease your damage by a lot. Just because of the fact that, you know, you need to, you just get basically infinite tears. And normally with Brimstone I would have to charge it up, but since I have such a high fire rate, it just goes out, but at a much lower rate of damage rate. I honestly don't even know what pheromones does, so we're just gonna ignore that. And, Gertie Jr., I never explained what the Bible does, but, yeah, as you can see, Brimstone is quite the powerful force. To your size, that increase Brimstone's size? No, it doesn't. Or at least not noticeably. But the Bible, basically. Here, I'll go into another room so I can. I'll wait until there's a room where I can actually, like, this is a really good run to get, just like for the first run of an Isaac playthrough, I guess. I don't know why I went to go. Actually, yeah, I can check this. So this is the curse room. You take damage to enter and leave, enter and exit it. But the Bible gives you flight, and if you have flight, you can enter the curse room. It gives you flight for one room on activation. I apologize for how much I'm talking here. This is not the usual, but you know, it's stuff. I don't know how many runs I'm gonna do in this first video. Probably 1 or 2. It depends on how long, honestly, because I'm not gonna try and make these videos super long. Because I'll take this. Hookworm is a trinket. It will. I think actually that's a really good one. I think of the worms to have with Brimstone. Maybe I'm unsure. But a trinket, essentially, look down the bottom left. You can have one of these at a time regularly, and it grants an effect or a debuff for some of them while it's held, and it just allows It just allows for a little bit more modification in the game. I use the Bible to pick these up. And that was pheromones. I believe that charms enemies in the room. I'll use it in this big room up here. So like, for the charges, by the way, bigger rooms like this will give you more charge. I'm unsure as to whether I shouldn't have taken damage there. I just thought I had flight still. Conehead, I'm unsure what it does. I think it blocks damage sometimes. But basically it just, yeah. It blocks damage sometimes, I believe. And I never really explained, because I didn't really go into here. But I didn't really go in depth here, but this is a shop. Notice how we've been picking up coins. Stuff like, yeah, you can buy the items in here. I shouldn't really be, I don't know. I don't think I need to explain all of this, so if you think me explaining all of this is a little bit unnecessary for the uninformed, let me know and I can just kind of stop. Because there are a lot of things about this game that I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I'm some sort of professional. I'm so sorry for anybody who's getting like, what's it called? Like hypersensitive to the brimstone laser. I don't think Hookworm is doing anything with brimstone, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna go with this golden horseshoe, which I don't know what it does. So yeah, every room has oh, I just skipped through that on accident. You can skip through them with space, by the way. I'm gonna try and stop doing that just so everyone can get like a feel for the bosses. If you would rather me just skip. Little Chubby is nice, I guess. I think we get that for just beating the caves. So, and the same thing with Monstro's Tooth, I believe. So that makes sense for me. It's this room. We'll go in here. And this is a bedroom. This one's destroyed. Oh, so bombing those rugs. I don't know if the destroyed ones are different, to where they always have the they always just have a exit to the next floor, but they can reveal a crawl space, which I haven't. I'll get into when we see one. That changes your appearance, I think. I mean, it just did, so obviously it does, but I'm actually not gonna take that just so I can get through this whole like thing. I missed the bomb. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go back and get that. That's Lemon Party. Here, I'll show you what it does. It's not very good. A free lemonade, rather. It spawns that, which damages enemies. It's mediocre. Normally you're not this powerful, because normally you don't get brimstone from the first devil deal you ever see, but I did. And brimstone is pretty much one of the best items in the game, if not the best. These enemies are annoying. These floating heads, because you can only hit them from behind. There's grounded enemies version of them too, but the fact that we have brimstone, it kind of pierces through them. Very helpful. Rape Creep is the boss. Wow. And this is way more talkative than I'm going to normally be in this series, by the way. I'm not sure if I stated, by the way, I'm going to be trying to unlock everything. I'm sorry this is so disjointed, but yeah, what did you expect? I'm 17 years old and I have no social life at all. So interacting with a microphone is the best chance we got. It's going to be pretty awkward, at least for me, trying to get into this whole commentary thing again. So, this will be a bit shaky, but hopefully it's fine. And bosses do get progressively harder as the game goes on, usually. There are some bosses that I question why they're so early, and whoa, okay, so I forgot this man had the brimstone attack. That's what brimstone looks like normally if it's not under the effects of almond milk, by the way. I'm actually going to skip these hearts because actually, wait, does this count as picking up a heart if I go back to the bedroom? Actually, this is an experiment, because there's something you unlock by not picking up 2 hearts for 2 floors, and I figured, that can't be too bad. And I don't think I picked up hearts in the last floor. So I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna test and see if not picking up hearts, if using the bed in the bedroom, which is a full heal, counts as picking up hearts. It probably does. The wooden cross. Okay, well I'm glad I slept in the bed anyway. But yeah. Because I don't think I picked up any hearts in the last floor, so I'll check. Okay, no, it doesn't. That's interesting. So I unlocked Eve. That's a new character. I can go play as her next run, just to have some diversity. Normally, you don't get brimstone that easily, so don't expect. If you're thinking of getting this game, and for some reason I'm the first person that you're going to for advice about this, not every run eventually boils down to, oh goodness, I have brimstone. Oh, wonderful. These guys are beggars. They give them what they want for, and give them what they say on their signs, and they can pay out with rewards. Or they can't. Sometimes they just don't. On every floor, on later floors. That golden key basically gives us infinite keys for this room, or this floor. See how our key icon has turned golden? I don't know if I should be explaining all this, but sure, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really else to talk about. I mean, I could just do like commentary and like what's going on in my life. Like honestly, whatever you guys want like me to talk about on this, I can probably talk about. Unless it's political, in which case, no, I don't like politics. So that amnesia pill that we got back there, by the way, it cleared the map. And let's go fight Mom. The halo has appeared in the basin. Wait, what happened?
Isaac was his mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I'm told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Okay, so just to explain exactly what just happened there, um, I didn't realize it just cut straight away to that cutscene. But the Bible instantly kills Mom, which I think is kind of fitting, because that's... The Bible instantly kills Mom, and I think that's kind of funny, because in the cutscene, it's the Bible that kills Mom, but you don't always get the Bible on the first run you get. Yeah, as you can see, the drawing has changed from file 3 over here. Look at this loser sitting in a cave, to basically Isaac killing his mother, as I'm sure every 5-year-old wants to do. Now that we did that, I'm gonna stop playing on normal mode, and we're gonna start playing on hard mode. Cause no. See, so guys, we beat the game. We did it. All right, series over. If only that simple, right? So now we've got Eve, and as you can see, we unlocked a ton of stuff. We unlocked challenges, which is there's a ton of stuff we can do, and sure, we'll probably be doing this another time. A character that's interesting. She centers around damage, taking damage, not dealing damage. As you can see, her damage is low. Not as good as Isaac. We'll go into a run as Eve, and we'll see how this goes. Another item room right off spawn, and it's the lead pencil, which I believe every 15 or so shots here, there, you fire a burst shot, essentially. So Eve starts out with the dead bird and the whore of Babylon. Shh, don't tell your parents I said that word. It's not a good word. But basically, she centers around taking damage. The dead bird it'll start dealing damage whenever she takes damage in a room. It'll start floating around and dealing damage to enemies. And the Whore of Babylon will probably activate at some point, because Eve is not a character that I've played a lot of in my time. So I don't suspect that I'll be winning this run. I will take that though. And I should probably explain these half hearts are soul hearts. Sorry, not the half hearts. These gray hearts are called soul hearts, and they're hearts that can go above your max health, with just the basic red hearts. So that they're very helpful, and they don't count towards like getting like a devil deal, because usually a devil deal, the chance of getting it is very high until you take damage to a red heart container on a floor. You can never get it on the first floor. So, because you're just starting out, I guess. I don't know why that is, that you can't get one on the first floor. But you can't. I'm not very good at describing these things, so I hope my commentary will suffice. But oh, we can unlock something here. So basically, here's what we gotta do. We gotta just run around and don't get hit. Game's OST is also pretty decent. I might turn off the music in future episodes just to play my own music. I gotta make sure Dead Bird doesn't... No, Dead Bird, how dare you. Okay. This was probably the worst character. I mean, getting hit was the decision. So basically, I would unlock something if I didn't take damage from Baby Plum, but... Unfortunately, I was not that lucky, so... Instead, I'm just going to have to kill you normally. Plum, I'm sorry. Crap. This is one of the harder bosses in the basement. She's also new. I went to go scratch my arm, so I didn't move. I forgot she explodes. Belt to speed up, which is nice. Mood speed, wow. But yeah, this is Whore of Babylon. Basically, it's a when you take enough damage, I think it's down to one heart, one red heart. You get this effect. You turn into a demon and you get a huge damage and speed up. And we'll be leaving, and we lose that as soon as we heal. God, okay. So, as you can see on the side with the HUD, it shows our devil deal chances, and when I took damage, I just completely lost most of it. Deck of cards again, wow. Time to go back to the start. Every card has its own use, it's predetermined. Well, most of which are predetermined. I think some of them are random. Like, not in like what they do. They always have the same purpose, but some things, like, they take you to certain places, or they might give you certain items from a pool. Like, I think Justice is one that gives you a random amount of pickups. And as you can see, the 7 deadly sins appear as mini bosses. This is Wrath, a cheap Bomberman knockoff, who pretty easy. Mr. Boom. I'm gonna take him over actually no. So Mr. Boom, he's a very happy bomb, and he's even happier on when placed. He's a bomb that does more damage. Alright, Dead Bird, I'm gonna need you to just take that out. I'm gonna need you to take that piece of shit out right now. Get it? I'm so funny because it's legitimately a piece of shit. I'm gonna go fight the easiest boss in the game with the lowest health I can possibly have. Well, as this character. Oh my god, please die. No, why? I may actually just use the Emperor to teleport to the boss room out of here. This is stupid because my damage is so low. Is this winnable? Okay, that didn't do anything. Wonderful. Yeah, basically I need to have Lead Pencil take all of them out at once in order to make this possible. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Thank you, Dead Bird. At least you'll do something. Okay. That was stupidly unnecessary. Oh my god. I shouldn't have backed into a corner. I should have just left the room. And I died. Wow, that was pathetic. But I think that's gonna do it for this first video. We got some decent amount of stuff done, and considering the reception, I'll see whether whether it's best to keep this series going or not, because if you guys don't want to see more of this, then I won't put it out, but I don't know, I figured I should try something, and let me know if I should be explaining stuff. I'm actually thinking that instead of explaining an item whenever I see it, just based on my knowledge, I'm just gonna put like what the item does in like the corner of the screen, like a page from the wiki, like a picture. So from now on, that'll probably be what I do. And I'll just like, whenever I need to clarify something, why something's good or not, I'll just have text on screen or something like that. But once again, that's fine. I hope you all enjoyed this video for what it's worth. Thank you all for watching, as per usual, and stay safe.